This is going to be really bad. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Old Friends, New Problems. I'm David.
I'm Dale.
And you may notice a new face with us. Not new to us, but this is Casey. We've known Casey since fifth grade. Mm-hmm. Casey is special. Casey is very special. But interesting thing about Casey is he actually lives in Germany, grew up here stateside, and we have some really interesting questions for you because a lot of people have talked about moving overseas and, totally changing lifestyles and pursuing something totally different than normal, and Casey has actually done that.
Word.
So, tell us where you live and a little bit about your home.
Ugh.
Oh, gosh.
I live in the most northern part of Germany near the border of Denmark. Very small town. We share the same zip code with 2 other towns. It's fun.
And he hasn't been thrown out yet, which is...
They can't find me.
It's a miracle from God.
Baffling.
So I know the story, and I'm pretty sure Dale probably knows the story, but tell us about what drove you to making the decision to move out of the United States and overseas. Start from the beginning.
From the beginning. Okay, so I was dating a foreign exchange student in high school from Germany. I then joined the Army. I got stationed in Germany, so we stayed together. And when I got out of the Army, I decided, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to move to Germany. And then we got married, and I stayed there. I've been there since 2008.
2008?
Yeah.
So that would have been, 18 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, props to you because a lot of people just don't have the guts to make a move like that. And I know it's a lot easier when you don't have kids.
It's a lot of head trauma involved.
Well, there's that. But that wasn't from the military, oddly enough.
No.
That was from his parents.
Oh, Lord.
No.
So,
They have the best tasting paint.
yeah, you don't eat the paint. You're not supposed to eat the paint. But anyways, so yeah.
Why is it so good?
A lot of people don't have it in them to just up and go. There's a lot of what ifs and a lot of nervousness and uncertainty surrounding that. Did you have any kind of what ifs that you thought were going to stop you from making the move?
No, I was just motivated. I just wanted to go, so I went.
Just wanted a change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily a change from this country, more of a, I want to be with this person, and they're there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you said you met her
Here.
stateside.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
In high school, foreign exchange student.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. You did say that. Okay.
So, yeah. Now, do you have plans to move back?
In a couple of years, we're planning on moving back.
Okay.
So,
What's the driving force behind that?
guns.
Other than guns.
Oh. I don't know. It's been 18 years. It's time for a change.
Again.
Well,
So, obviously, from a different perspective, your wife, that is her home.
Yes.
She was born there, all but a few years grew up there, and has lived there her entire life. What is the driving factor for her wanting to come stateside?
Chick-fil-A.
That is God's chicken.
Wait, do they not have Chick-fil-A in Germany?
No! They don't even have Taco Bell.
Whoa. That's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
I can't go to Germany.
You cannot punish a toilet correctly there.
Oddly enough, if you haven't seen the news, there is a rare bacteria floating around in some produce that is causing explosive and violent diarrhea.
Yes, and I eat like a rabbit because I'm on a strict diet. So I eat like a rabbit right now, and I'm hoping to get that so I can be patient 0 in Germany when I get back.
Oh boy. Now we're gonna get flagged.
He hasn't changed at all.
Not a bit. Not a bit. If anything, it's maybe gotten a little worse. Just yeah. we're gonna be on a watch list.
Yay!
So,
So
Hi, agents.
my FBI agent's currently like going,
Yeah.
"What are you doing right
he's
now?"
like, well, at least it's not you this time.
Mine deletes
Right.
my hard drive for me.
That's a good agent.
Yes.
I need that one.
Lazy.
How do your kids feel about the move?
Well, they both speak English. They're excited, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the youngest doesn't really comprehend it,
Yeah.
but the oldest, he's excited. We have better toys here.
I mean, I could see how that'd be a deciding
Yeah.
factor.
Now, would you move to like Georgia, or would you move like somewhere else?
I'd move to Georgia.
Okay. So we try to, our location. We pretty much just say we're in Georgia. We don't like to go too specific, but
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Weirdos.
girls that try to stalk us.
Yeah.
We've got a pretty big following. It gets a
Turnabout's
little
fair
uncomfortable
play,
sometimes.
ladies.
No. So, now, other than the toys, are there things that your kids are really looking forward to over here? Is it just the different aspect, or is it
It's just a different atmosphere. Everybody's the culture is different.
how so?
People here are more outwardly friendly.
Okay.
Not to say Germans aren't friendly, they are, but they're more standoffish at first.
Okay. So like just cautious and hesitant to engage in pleasant conversation, or like I'm gonna run you over with my car.
No, they more give you the evil eye until they get to know you.
Okay.
Well, that's different depending on where you are in Germany. So, when I was in the middle of Germany, they were a lot more standoffish than where I am now. Now everybody seems to be a little more happy.
Okay.
Yes.
now forgive my ignorance, but what do they speak in Denmark?
Danish.
Duh. That was a stupid question. So do you find living that close to the border that there's a lot of Danish folks who speak German and
Yes.
the other way?
Yes, there is. Where I'm at, not a lot of people speak English.
Okay.
It's a little town, so a lot of the older people don't speak any English.
Because they've been there all their lives, pretty much.
Yeah, or they speak Danish and they never focused on English. All the Danes speak perfect English,
Weird.
better than I do. But yeah, you'll run into a lot of the signs, especially when you get to like Flensburg or something. A lot of the signs are written in German and Danish. A lot of our towns are pronounced differently than the rest of Germany because of the Danish influence.
Interesting.
Like anything that ends with a Y is pronounced boo, like BU almost.
Oh.
When that's a Danish influence.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, the area that I'm at used to be part of Scandinavia. A few hundred years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, being over there, 18 years now, have you found yourself still encountering any kind of language barriers or anything like that, or are you pretty much good on that?
I wouldn't say language barriers. I'd say more accent
Okay.
barriers. So Germany's a small country, but they have millions of dialects.
Okay.
Like every area of Germany has their own dialect, and some of them are just incomprehensible to me. Just the way they pronounce things, the way they talk, the words they use are different than the rest of Germany. So if I run into that, then yeah, I'll have an issue. But other than that, if they speak main German or Hochdeutsch, then yeah, it's easy to understand.
Okay. Interesting. So, what are some of the other things that you were okay? What are some things that surprised you when you got over to Germany, and not just I know you went and visited there a few times before you actually made the move, but when you set foot back on the soil permanently, and you knew in your mind like, okay, this is now permanent. This is my home. What were a couple of the challenges that kind of hit you in the face that you weren't expecting?
Okay, so you have to do an integrations course when you get there if you're a foreigner,
Okay.
not from the EU. So they shove you into a class with a bunch of people from all over the world, and they only speak to you in German. And
Learn quick.
yeah, basically.
Trial by fire for sure.
Yeah. And that was difficult. You have to pass that too, and then so I did that.
So what happens if you don't pass? Like, you're out,
You're just not gonna get a job.
or you
anywhere.
have to? Oh, okay.
Because it's a language thing that they
Okay.
mainly focus on. A lot of people don't actually go to it, which is bad, but you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Driver's license, getting that mess figured out. Okay, so because we're from the States, everything has to be difficult, right? They don't just have a treaty with the States, the United States of America. They have a treaty with each individual state. So in Georgia, you don't have to take the written test again, but you have to take the driving test.
Okay.
Or something like, Alabama wouldn't have to take either. They just hand in their license and get a German one. So I had to do the practical test, the driving test, again, even though I've been driving.
Now, isn't it true that the driving tests in other countries are a lot more strict or a little more difficult than it is in the States?
I didn't accelerate fast enough for the guy giving me the test to get on the Autobahn that he failed me right there the first time I
Wow.
took it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a yes.
Yeah, take notes, Americans, because this whole 35 miles an hour going onto the on-ramp of the interstate, it is your job to merge with the traffic.
And can we talk about roundabouts and
my
how people
gosh.
just don't know how to use them?
They're the easiest thing on earth.
Drives me bonkers.
Well, here it's kryptonite, but we're putting them everywhere.
I've seen that. I've seen it's kryptonite.
What blows my mind is we're adding them everywhere, and there's nothing on the test about them.
Now, I have a dash cam footage of I was coming home from work one day, and I was behind a Nissan Altima, and it just cleared it.
Stop it.
Cleared it. It was wonderful.
Oh my goodness. It's like that video online of the car
I can see my house from here.
that like it's doing like 100 miles an hour and hits the center of the
Well, thankfully, they were only going probably like 45, but still, they got airtime.
nice.
Oh, let me tell you another part about where I'm from. So we're in Georgia, and we're not going to say exactly where, but we're in Georgia. And there's a lot of deer
Yes.
that are suicidal.
Yes.
They like to run into cars.
They're not smart animals.
Now, where I live in Germany, we have the exact same problem,
Interesting.
but we have smaller cars.
Aren't the deer smaller over there too? Or are they?
Not the ones I've seen.
Okay, because the ones here are becoming mutant.
Yet the ones in Germany are vengeful.
Speaking of German, too, with cars, Germans aren't afraid of manual transmissions, are they?
You won't. It's hard to find a automatic there. I have all my cars are manual.
America. Come on, guys. Like, a manual is just better in every way.
It is.
It is.
I daily drive one
It's,
for a reason.
It's so much better. And here's the noises again. So, not to get onto a political hot topic,
Because we are trying to stay,
we're trying to stay neutral
Apolitical?
on this.
apolitical here
Okay.
as much as possible.
But I do have a legitimate question for anyone who might be going overseas. As someone who has experienced healthcare here
Okay.
and there,
Yes.
pros and cons of each and which you prefer.
Pros and cons of here first. All right. So here, I think the healthcare is more advanced.
Okay.
Um,
As far as like procedures, equipment,
right.
skill,
Training, stuff
Okay.
like that.
That's
there-
good to know.
There is a shortage of doctors here too, but that's the same in Germany.
Yeah, I think that's happening everywhere.
The cost of it is a lot more expensive here, but the quality and the wait time is significantly less compared to Germany. Depending on where you are, if you're in a major city, you can wait a very long time to get an MRI. Or if you have mental health struggles, you can have up to a year on a waiting list to see a therapist, psychiatrist, whatever, depending on where you're at and the availability of the doctors, because there is only so many doctors for
Man.
a city of 1 million.
So they have, what's the app? BetterHelp. Do they, like, can you do stuff like that, or is that, like, outlawed?
It's not outlawed per se, but Germany runs on bureaucracy, and it's hard to get anything.
Just a lot of red tape.
A lot of red tape, yeah.
Gotcha.
Man, I can't imagine someone struggling with mental health
having to
and
wait
really
year.
needing a therapist and having to wait a year. I mean, you get to talk to yours every day,
Yeah.
multiple times. So, you know, to wait a year, I mean, you're talking the difference between life and death right there.
That's one extreme. Another, if you live in a smaller town and you have one, you still have a waiting period. It's not going to be that long. But one positive aspect of over there is say you need to go to the doctor because you have strep throat, right? You can go that morning and get your antibiotics and get home.
So almost like an urgent care over here.
Yeah, basically.
a
Well,
quick minute clinic.
It's called a house art, so it's like a house doctor. It's just like the town's doctor.
Okay.
And you can see them relatively easily. It's the specialty doctors that are hard. Like I need to get an MRI, right, and do physical therapy. A physical therapist told me, wait till you get back from vacation before we even book anything because we don't have anything right now. So, I mean, it happens.
Man.
I mean, to be fair, it's not terribly different here. Like, for instance, I have a doctor's visit I'm supposed to go on Monday, and I forgot that I'm working. So I was like, oh, I need to reschedule it. And the soonest I can get in, having to reschedule it would be early August.
So less than a month, though.
True, but still, I mean, there is
Yeah.
wait times. Now it could just be my specific doctor,
Yeah.
somewhere a little bit more
Right.
flexible. But
I would say on average you have a quicker turnaround time here than there,
okay.
especially when it comes to specialty doctors. Of course, if you need emergency care, you go to the emergency room, they'll take care of you. But it's a wait for anything really else.
So that's not, I mean, because that is here stateside, that is one of the big things that people always talk about with the healthcare overseas versus here is like, oh, it's free
It's
and this,
not
that,
free.
and the other.
I'm sick of that argument. Okay, first off, it's not free. The amount of taxes I pay, ain't free.
I mean, that's
That's not political.
No,
That's
it's
just
not
a
political.
fact.
Yeah, and I think part of it is there's a lot of people everywhere, really, but there's a lot of people over here that they think the grass is greener on the other side, but they really don't have any idea.
No,
There's
they don't.
not many people.
Well, you don't have a point of reference if you've never been.
Yes, and there's not many people out there who have lived on different continents. It's not like going into different states. You're still under a main governing body, but when you actually jump the pond and go to the other side of the world where everything is different.
And vacationing in Cancun is not the same.
That doesn't count.
No.
You're in a honeymoon period. I mean,
Right.
everything's gonna look great. If I go tour Italy, I'm gonna be like, man, this is amazing.
Yeah, try going places where they don't speak English
Yeah.
and they're not used to tourists.
Now, there's something that you kind of hit on too earlier, and it's something I've actually been looking into because I know that Croatia, which is where my father's side comes from, they're obviously in the EU, and we are within, I forget how many generations down it is, but I want to say it's only like it's 2 or 3, but I'm within that boundary of getting dual citizenship. And I have a cousin of mine who currently lives in Italy. She and her husband moved, I think, last year sometime. And so they've been living in Italy, and she was talking about how great it is having dual citizenship because you can travel through the EU freely.
You can do that anyway. There's no borders.
Well, I guess, but like moving elsewhere too.
Oh yeah, moving there and working or whatever.
Um,
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been looking into is getting dual citizenship with Croatia just to have that sort of feather in the cap.
I was thinking about getting dual citizenship with Germany just so I can skip the lines at the airport.
So do you,
Literally the only reason.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a permanent resident, so.
Talk to me about the flight.
we briefly talked about that before this started. So.
Talk to me about the flight. How do you do it?
Okay, so to be fair, Dubai straight shot was 14 hours.
Nope. So listen, I've flown several times. At about the 3-hour mark, I am crawling the walls and cannot sit still.
I like to. I can't say that.
Indulge in adult beverages to help.
No, well, I used to, but not anymore.
Sedate,
I'm trying to.
medically sedated.
No, No, I just sit there with my hatred and loathing. And I'll usually stare at somebody till they get uncomfortable.
And then they move them up to first class so they can watch them. It is amazing to me that they still let you fly.
Yes, me too.
I'm pretty certain next time you come over, it's going to be on a boat.
I was thinking about that.
And not just like,
But then I'd get thrown off the boat, and I can't swim that.
no, I mean like a raft,
Yeah.
like a very small boat,
Yeah.
man-powered.
Yeah, I can see that.
In case you'll be like, all right, I'm leaving. I'll see you guys in about 2 months.
I will power penguins.
2 months later, he's looking very fit as he shows up onto the shores of
He hits the shores.
Savannah,
I made friends with the sharks.
Yes, I become one with the sharks. I'm their king.
wearing a sea turtle hat and a little bit of seaweed for a bra.
Yes,
Why a bra?
Coconut
I don't know,
bra.
but it's happening.
because I'm sensual.
So, yeah. What else, man?
Okay, so things that
Food.
food, it's not much of a difference, really.
Yeah.
I mean, other than no Chick-fil-A and no Taco Bell, those mother.
We're doing good. We're doing good.
But
22 minutes in, we're doing well.
the produce does seem to be different, healthier maybe.
Over there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's something I'm glad you brought, not fruit and vegetables necessarily, but so I'm told, and you can confirm this, I don't know if you've even looked that closely at the labels, that pasta in pretty much everywhere else except America, pasta is like better. And that's largely because we put folic acid in ours, and that's what causes a lot of people to be able to actually process the pasta. So I'm told, and I've heard this from radio personalities and just people I know in general that have been overseas, but how they can eat a bowl of pasta in Italy, not have a problem. They come home to the States, eat a bowl of pasta, and their just body's a wreck for 2 days.
I just had pasta tonight, so I'll get back to you on that one.
They have to poop. They're gonna poop.
Maybe.
Everybody poops, Dale.
Everybody?
Everybody. Except for our dear leader, Kim Jong-un.
We don't- I said not political.
Oh.
Not political.
Oh. My
So,
bad.
did you find that driving was difficult? Like, just learning the basics of it, being opposite side of the road, right?
No.
I say it's not left-hand driving.
Oh, okay, nice.
No. So the only thing that's different is if you don't go fast on the Autobahn in the left lane, you're going to die.
Yeah, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah.
I've seen
That-
videos of that.
I mean, that's how it should be here, to be fair.
Yeah.
If you're riding the left lane, move, please.
One common misconception about Germany is that there's no speed limits on the highway. That's not true. There's no speed limits in certain sections of the highway.
Yeah.
And there's like a sign, right? It's got like a circle with like a...
Yeah, it's a
thing through
white
it.
circle with
Yeah.
like two gray it's a gray circle on a white board
Yeah.
brown with two.
And it's my understanding the cops strictly enforce that. Like if you're in the far left lane, the unlimited lane, and you're going slow and there's cars coming up behind you, they will nail you for that.
If
Is
the
that
Autobahn Polizei sees it, yeah, they'll probably pull you over.
nice? As it should be.
Now, another difference over there is the amount of hours worked or less, and everything is closed on Sundays.
Okay.
Now, is that a religious thing?
It's a law.
Interesting.
So we used to have something over here called the Blue Law, I believe it was called. And that's where pretty much everything was closed on Sundays. We've since gotten away from that and more stuff is open, except Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby. But, I know for, mainly when we were like really young,
I was going to say, because I remember
a
when we
lot
were
of stuff was
younger,
closed on Sunday.
you couldn't even buy alcohol on Sundays.
Nope.
That
Yeah,
was
no
like
beer on Sundays.
Yep.
That was, what, like 2000? That was 2000, maybe like 4, I think. Somewhere in
Yeah.
that neighborhood.
Not that long ago. If you think
I
about
know
it.
they changed the laws and now you can.
Yeah.
Which I I wish it was kind of still like that with everything shut down one day of the week because that was
You get used to it real quick.
the nice thing. One of the silver linings about COVID was it forced everybody to slow down. because so much stuff was shut down.
The government created COVID to change the batteries in the birds.
We've gone political. My apologies.
Sorry.
You know, it's funny actually, because I was hanging out with my mom today for a little bit, and we actually had that conversation. We were driving past a certain section of the road. She's like, that bird was there on that wire when I came back this way. I said, there is a conspiracy out there that birds are not real and they're just government drones, and that when they're on the power lines, they're
It's
just
charging.
Yeah, and it's a pretty strong group of people that are in support of that.
So that's an episode we need to have is conspiracies.
Conspiracy theories.
That'd be fun.
So
The moon is a myth.
but you can see it.
See, I'm not flat Earth. I'm like hot dog shaped Earth. That's where I'm at.
It's
I'm
more
hollow earth.
More like a bratwurst.
but not in that way.
I don't know what any of this
I
means.
don't know either. We've gone awry.
Oh!
Things have gone off the rails again.
So, so I know you were stationed in
Yes.
Afghanistan.
Nope.
No, Iraq.
Correct.
And then I know you've lived in Germany.
Yep.
Other than the U.S. and Germany, any other places that you would have liked to have lived?
No, I didn't even want to live any other places. Just where I ended up being.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't really sit down and think, I'm going to move to Germany one day.
Yeah. You just did it.
Just
The wind blew me there.
saw a woman and said, got that. I got to go see about a girl. If you get the reference, you get the reference. It's from Goodwill Hunting.
Now, wasn't your dad stationed in Japan?
Yes, I used to live there too.
Okay, so you did live somewhere else.
Okinawa.
But how old were you when you lived there?
I was really young, so
Okay.
I don't quite remember it.
I've heard Japan's pretty amazing, though. I think that'd be a pretty cool place to visit.
That would be cool. Expensive, though.
So, how about you guys? Anywhere cool that you have lived other than the United States? Anywhere that you would really like to just up and go to and move in and just be there from this point on?
Who are you talking to? We're the only ones in the room.
The people.
The people, man.
Those folks.
Don't you see the people? Look
They're
at
right,
them.
they're right there.
Mark is waving right now.
Of all people, you should see them.
Hi, Mark!
Mark is literally right there. Come on, man.
Do you have any questions for Casey?
Yes.
We'll relay them.
We will. And Casey,
Start the fires now.
don't start the fires. Casey should be subscribed to our podcast so he can actually respond to you as well.
I'm not going to subscribe.
He's going to subscribe.
I'm not going to subscribe.
He will. We'll send the bird drones to him
I might.
if he doesn't. Yeah, he's going to.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely sending the bird drones.
All right, everybody, thank you so much. That's all we got time for on this episode. We're going to let him freak out a little bit. Hopefully the cops don't get called. It might take us a couple hours to calm him down. If you see it on the news, just ignore it. It's like the Florida man. We'll have to do an episode on Florida man.
Best thing to do is just not make eye
Yep,
contact.
don't make eye contact. Stop looking at him. Don't do it.
And don't say his name 3 times.
Yeah, that's bad. All right, thank you, everybody.
I'll twerk at
We
you.
appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.
Your granddaddy barks for me.